I just want something little to put there because it's cute. And I want to be able to break this up whenever I'm like looking at what I'm doing. Whatever. Anyway, whenever I'm looking at footage again, I want to be able to figure out what's happening. Okay. Ugh.
Hi, Catherine. We heard that you have a new commission for us.
It's called doing the event that's expiring in 5 days.
Designated commission for the two of you.
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly?
Have fun.
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival. The magnificent.
Oh, it's just like a long quest line that I'm gonna be doing with every moment of my spare time for the next 5 days. Oh god. Okay, disable the preview because this is a little much.
Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
Don't mean space boy me again. Okay, there we go. It's Miko's commission.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember. We'd better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
That's too small.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact, she has instructed me to have you directly.
Can you go get Miss Hina for me?
Well, that's convenient.
Oh god.
Let's go then.
No, that's the hangout, right? That's Goro hangout. Goro. I don't know. Tipsy tincture. Uh-oh. Whoa, we got 2 drunks in the party. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that 2 drunks were in the party. Rather 2 alcoholics. I don't think we've ever seen Kaeya drunk. Ah!
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apekusu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera?
I thought I was following you all this time, apparently not. Oh, I thought so too.
Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady Yae.
Wow.
Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
Now I'm
You
gonna
are the
stare
one
at
who
my
organized the
activity
plans
feed.
for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest.
Need Miss Hina to show
After
her
all,
face.
you will be very
Oh my god.
busy on the
Does
tender
Miss
release
Hina
party.
actually show up in
Yes,
the
Lady
event?
Yae. Thank you very
Or
much.
is that just in the Goro hangout? Because I'm
Alright
not going to
then.
be doing
Is
that for a
everyone clear about
bit.
their assignments?
Because I need to finish all
Good.
this
We are
event,
running out
and
of
then
time,
once
so
it's
let's get
done, I'm
moving.
going to be doing the
Chop,
chasm
chop.
stuff. No, I don't think so. Okay.
Hello, little ones. I take it
It's
you have
definitely the
received my
Goro hangout,
commission,
yeah.
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the Grand Narukami Shrine? You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can
Oh my
forget it.
god.
I won't accept such a commission!
I'm imagining Karina screaming in a closet.
My,
I don't know if
such
she has an
harsh
actual
words.
like a
It
proper
hurts to
recording
hear that
setup
kind
that
of
isn't
talk from
like
you
in a
two.
closet, but I'm
But
imagining
as
her
you
just
can
being in a
clearly
closet
see, I'm here
screaming
working
at her
like a dog
laptop.
for the festival. Yet you say I'm not doing my job. Let me ask you, little ones.
She's gotta have a
Whoever
real
said
recording
that
setup.
the festival must
I
involve
think
the
I've seen
Grand
it before in a
Narukami
TikTok.
Shrine?
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all.
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, the Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little.
Shake
This
things
time
up.
we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist.
International Cultural Festival? Child comes
Suppose
back!
I should start
Child
thinking
comes
more about
back!
the origins of the Irodori festival. Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and
Oh,
writing poetry.
yeah, as soon as I'm done
They
with this
are known as
event,
the
I'm
Five
going to
Kasen.
be
Every
whoop,
year,
trying
one of the
to
five would present a
finish all of the
collection their
chasm
group's
as fast as
poems to the
possible as
Shogun for
well,
review, which
because,
would then spark culture discussions
oh my
regarding those works.
god.
Thanks to them,
Last night and this morning,
Inazuma's
I
culture
felt
blossomed and
sad,
gained great
and
influence at
I
that
was looking
time.
at my brain rot,
As
also
time
known as
passed,
Chaya bullshit,
people began creating
and there was a
various
lot
tales
more
based on the
angsty
Five
ass
Kasen.
art, and it's like,
The
so that
Irodori
chasm event,
Festival
huh?
was
And I'm
also
like,
developed as a result to show
what?
appreciation for their
What?
works,
About
which
the
have
chasm
greatly
event?
enriched our lives.
And I know that
Sounds
Kaya's
like a
not in
festival
it
that's
because
really rooted in culture.
someone like explicitly says that he's in solitary
Indeed.
confinement with
To
Klee.
describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined
But
elegance.
what are you doing, Mako? Where are you?
Unfortunately, with the flow of time,
Oh, I see him now.
people
Oh, I
have
should probably turn on the
gradually
light in
forgotten
here.
about the Five
It's gotten
Kasen
dark.
and the
Oh,
festival,
my little baby.
which is precisely
Anyway,
why I've decided to revive the
it's
Irodori
a ton
festival
of,
by
like, angsty shit.
holding a cultural convention
Anyway.
featuring light novels.
Oh, yay.
Wait a minute. Light novels?
Sorry that I got distracted. What about all that refined, elegant stuff you
Please
just said?
stop looking at me with those baffled expressions.
Stop looking at me.
In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays, the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past. Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma?
Yeah.
And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to all Teyvat through light novels. As they say, it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Mako. I don't think he's doing anything naughty. I don't think he has anything over there. I think he's just trying to get under the door. Hold on, let me turn on the light and make sure. You've been found out, kitty cat! Alright, he's just trying to stick his paws under there. We're fine. I have to scooch back in. Alright. Sounds like a whole lot of thinly veiled self-justifications.
Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue.
Oh, what?
Come on, Miko. You can't fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interest.
I
She's
can't
going
deny that my
off.
hobbies had no part to play in this. However,
Look at this little guy up
regardless of
here.
whether it's
Oh,
light
well,
novels
Griffin
or a
McElroy's
festival,
covering him.
catching people's attention
Sorry.
with a fresh concept is the essence here. Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
I'm pretty curious.
Maybe a little. Oh, all right. Paimon's super curious now.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
What you doing, Mamo? Oh, are we being taken somewhere? Okay. Oh, that's far away. There we go. Kitty? Hey, kitty cat? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I don't have any more food. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Ah!
During the Irodori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels. Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there will also
Tumblr.
be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties. This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the Five Kasen Plaza during the festival, and nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise.
Okay.
How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party.
It'll be a party.
Huh. Miko,
Ah!
what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
It's where people will put,
Yes,
they'll make,
those are...
red yarn boards.
Lady,
Ah!
I was that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. It appears she meant you two. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
Sleepy.
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow.
Ayato!
So even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Irodori Festival.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Uh-huh.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Irodori Festival originated from the Five Kasen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits. This Irodori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku Decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts. Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations. For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt.
Ha,
The Yashiro
distant.
Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that...
Wait, is Albedo gonna be here? Oh wait, he's on the event screen. Of course he's gonna be here.
Which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with
Oh
both
my
Inazuma
God.
and other nations of Tevat to serve as a guide for our guests.
Yep.
I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
Okay. Bards. A guest painter, Calx, and his dependent. Okay, calligraphers, painters from the UA, theater mechanicus players, and a guest writer. Stop over 1 person. That's child. 2 persons. Okay.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I
It
must
comes
be
back.
getting
You
out.
missed all the boats!
During the festival, most of the Yae Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the guests in your hands.
Poggies.
All the details we need about
Alright.
the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave
Well,
us.
some of the guests are already here. Wait, I need to throw
Plus,
Venti
they're
off of a
and be sure to
building.
pick up the passengers
Okay.
according to the times written on it.
6 a.m. Ugh. Oh boy, 3 a.m. Got it. Oh, it's nighttime. It's morning.
According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. Artists for the
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
5 Kasen portraits should be on board.
gonna be our
The boat
boy.
should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks.
It's gonna be Albedo. More like Albedo. Okay. Is anybody else painted Mondstadt? I don't remember.
Hello! You must be here to take part in the Irodori Festival. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt.
Oh wait, the Barths first and then...
Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
Where the... Oh, she's looking for Venti.
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tonga's bard then?
Too drunk.
Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation?
Even if he was invited, there's a chance he still wouldn't show up.
Why's that?
Well, Venti's
Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon.
Yeah.
If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival, not only would it seem a little
Oh.
childish, it would
Hello.
also sort of be shameless of him too.
Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Baby!
It's Klee!
Baby!
Invited to the Irodori Festival?
No, I stowed away!
No, Albedo's the one who received the invitation. But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon.
Aww.
After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the Irodori Festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
Ha! Paimon knew it!
He has beautiful
Albedo's the
eyes.
one they've invited to paint the 5 Kasen.
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx.
Ah.
Oh, by the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yai Publishing House there.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where
Do you
you'll
think
be
Toma
seeing
has any
Inazuma.
feelings about
I'll be
this?
heading there too.
Great.
Being from
Let's get going
Mondstadt. Like he'll see somebody and go, oh, my childhood friend, I haven't seen you in 20 years! We thought you were dead! Yeah. Hmm. Oh, fishing? Hello. This is the only one! This is the only one! It's like the... Who is it? Is it him? It's not him. It's like... That can't be him. Whatever. Tall boy. We're tall boys and we do what tall boys do. Oh, okay. I wanted to see what was happening there.
Wow, it's so beautiful!
Don't set fire or anything!
I've never seen before.
Slow down, Klee.
Oh, I need to
Please
change
be
the
careful
title of
not to
this.
step on into others. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea. As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived.
Mondstadt. Is it DT? Mondstadt. No. Albedo. And people come in here and tell me that I spelled Albedo wrong. Whatever. Reconnects with, I don't know. Local Kaeya Bane does event. Ooh, wow. Oh, attends festival. Smile. That's it. That's good enough. Okay. That's how kids are.
Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he
What's
said by now.
wrong?
Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more information. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Irodori festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
Okay.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
Go!
There's
Paint!
no need to panic.
Paint!
When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript. I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Yeah.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance so that I can be better prepared.
Miko did mention.
The editors of the Yai Publishing House will all be around
Ah.
the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days.
Okay.
Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too.
Okay.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo.
Are we not gonna take her there? Are we not gonna take her to the room and say, stay here? Nope. Sounds good. Great idea. Love that for you.
What's the hurry?
Okay. Talky, talky, talky,
This can't
talk,
be
talk,
happening.
talk, talk, talk,
The
talk.
moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave. Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water. Ugh. Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5
Yep.
Yes, that's...
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association.
Okay.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so
excuse
Is
me.
he missing?
Is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hiroyama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hiroyama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall
His
me
boots
is
are
if
so
something
tall.
happened
It's
to
very
A Legend of
gender of
Sword,
him. Oh, she's
which
wearing
I did the illustrations
shorts.
for.
He's wearing shorts. God, that's extremely
I'm
gender.
very
I love
sorry.
him.
The situation is just as you said, Calx. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Irodori
Child.
warehouse down by the docks. The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that—
What?
Oh no!
Missing?
The books are missing!
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Irodori Festival, but the author, Chinyu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was.
I see.
Hmm.
And would be a great misfortune if Mr. Hirayama has gone to the warehouse at the docks. Then I'll go down as.
So the author
Okay.
of The Legend of Sword is Jayu. Sounds familiar.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
is that Shincho's pen name?
Oh, do you know him?
Shincho would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing.
Oh my god. I want to see everyone here. I want to see everyone. Hey! Oh, I want her. I want her too.
Huh? It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission.
Not you!
Is that surprising?
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you. So, Tone Deaf Bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
What do you mean?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
As I have told you, you are a suspect.
Tenandayo!
Allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway
TikTok
are
audio.
clear. You are to
Okay.
remain silent. Don't make me say it again. Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
You can say we're quite familiar. He's on my team.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Irodori Festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Can we ask him a few
If
questions?
it would help
Are
shed
you
any
actively
light on the
drunk?
situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Fenty! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
No! Do you pinky promise?
The words eluded me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares. You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
That's because the country was
Similar
closed.
means
Duh.
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Because I missed it. Because I was
Once
drunk.
I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened to once
my
aboard.
God.
I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor.
Oh my
aboard.
god.
I must have fallen asleep in the cargo
Oh
crate
my
while
God.
carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake.
This piece of shit.
And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with the Tenryou Commission General glaring at me from atop the grate.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable. But it still feels a bit...
Shameless.
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA Publishing House, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Yeah, I heard someone say.
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
Hmm? But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Venti's
What did
stupid.
you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things, What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now. First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the
Third,
warehouse
they must be
and might even have a key.
There might be more in one
I need
current.
to catch on, traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning.
He's much too spindly and
Mr.
weird.
Hirayama, the Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Sarah is quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry. I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
How?
It's inside one of the bottles.
So important.
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip.
Until it wasn't.
Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea.
It's under your hat.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand. I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured
Under
it out,
his
traveler?
hat.
You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation
It's under his
was?
hat. It's his hat.
Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
Nice, I'm glad that I was right.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions. However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
There goes Sarah.
There goes Sarah.
Let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's
All right.
materials.
Let's
Mr.
go.
Hirayama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Okay.
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. These are the materials regarding the 5 Kasen. All the information.
Okay, I don't want to read that.
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kasen, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times.
Okay.
But, at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to...
So, is the info useful for your...
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still
Inspiration.
That this information is not as exhaustive.
Now we all have
as
to dress
the-
up as the
However,
characters.
it is not possible
Like
to
we're in an
gather
episode of
more
Bob's
information.
Burgers or something.
Though Lady Ai did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5
I say that
Kasen,
affectionately.
and everyone has a different story in their heart.
Okay.
So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart and create some...
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama.
Okay.
No need to worry.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx.
Oh, one more thing.
Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat.
Don't tell him
If you
about
see
it.
whether the
Okay.
stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the IA Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's releases. You have my gratitude.
Well, seems there's nothing
Bye.
we can do here.
Oh.
Let's go. Huh? Betty?
Time to be Sherlock Holmes.
You traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment?
What you got me to see? What you gotta see from me? Kill! 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 Alright.
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo
It says,
hold
I
where
stole
was
the
sleeping.
books.
I
P.S.
didn't think much of it then.
I
thought it
hate
was
you.
merely a scrap piece of paper that
And
had
it's
fallen
signed
into the
Bruce
cargo.
Wayne. But then
After a
Bruce
quick
Wayne is
glance,
crossed
I
out,
stepped
and
into a
underneath
place
it says
nearby.
Batman.
On second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
Oh my god, that is what it said. No. My dwelling was far from the vital world, but the famed peace was my fame, my peace was disturbed. In blue clad, I went before to present our work, but our work was missing a page. I knelt and begged.
Let me see.
Okay.
Suiko chap.
The story told
Alright.
in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the.
Oh.
This story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
5 minutes ago.
It's literally this.
Oh,
Almost seems
indeed
related
it
to the
is.
Yes,
stolen
I concur.
novels.
The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it...
Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting
It was
together
Venti.
like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day,
Hey! You just sobered up and you're already thinking about more drinks? And let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't have time to be.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
And then
Wait a
Kaeya's
minute.
there.
What about your portrait?
I hope Kaeya's there.
As I
Please
mentioned
God,
before,
let Kaeya
I'm
be
the
there.
kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And if I use a model as reference for the piece,
Oh,
I
yes.
must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
in that case,
Okay.
1 year,
Oh,
the poet
God.
Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal.
Hey!
A page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Okay. Thanks. That's so loud.
You really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the ceremony.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics.
You sketched that from Venti actually being passed
Even
out
though I'm
last
sound
night.
asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
A good way to...
Don't get too full of yourself, Tone Deaf Bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually
Worshipping
you.
your god in the
Well,
best way possible.
Albedo, who will be your
Albedo's like, what?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next
Okay.
another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given,
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
it certainly
I
is a
think that's
possibility.
hilarious.
Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious.
Such as one that's from
For example,
Conria, which is really
The
weird.
reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories... It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes.
Oh, so that one's gonna be Zhao.
myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt. Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
Quest complete. Act 1. What's happening? I just started. Yay! What's this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so there's like a lot to do. So there's like a lot to do, actually. Oh, so there's like a lot. Okay, anecdotes exist. Okay. A new painting in pale scar. Okay, what the... Okay, so yeah, that one obviously venti. Blue flowers left behind. Who got a blue flower aesthetic? Well, I guess it's the same show. That's not gonna be Rosaria. Come on. Pale Scarlet. Maybe. Pale Scarlet. Not pale, but Scarlet. That one would be strong. That one would be a real fuck you to people. I love it. He wouldn't. Who else got red?
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always
red. Red. Power move, Aloy. Okay. What we got? What we got? Yeah, let's do a... I almost wanted to do a weapon banner wish, but it's fine. Oh, wow, another common. How many do I have? Oh, okay. What's this still bugging me for? I don't wanna! I have C6 him already! God. Oh my god, I'll get the quest! Shut up! Well...
Coincidence. I was wondering where I might be able to find you.
I just wanted that to not be... okay. What's up?
Well, can't I come and see you when nothing is up? Alright. As much as I'd like to sit and chat with you, this time, before bringing Klee here,
oh, there she is.
I told her many stories about Inazuma. However, I've got other things to do, and Inazuma is not like Mondstadt. I can't just let Klee wander off by herself when I'm busy with other things. So, she hasn't complained, but I can tell she's not enjoying being... Fortunately, I now have you and Paimon.
Great, we're babysitting.
Yay, Miss Honorary Knight's here. What you talking about, Miss Honorary Knight?
What you do?
I'm gonna go play.
You wanna go play?
Yeah. But I'll be... Aw, Klee, you're such a thoughtful kid.
Unlike Paimon.
Paimon's very thoughtful, thank you very much. Paimon always thinks of you whenever she's eating a delicious slime.
Okay, that settles it. You're very thoughtful.
Anyway, it is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come here.
We'll look after Klee.
Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour of Inazuma.
Let's take her somewhere interesting. Introduce her to someone interesting.
Do you want to go play with Miss Honorary Knight?
Yes, you bet I do.
Oh, she would lose her mind if she met Yoimiya.
Spark Knight. You must keep her safe and sound. By which I mean, try to keep her out of trouble. For instance, if a mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an
no explosions.
Glad to hear it.
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome souvenir, Mr. Albedo.
Great. I look forward to it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
There are loads of cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local cuisine, visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Cleve? Cuisine? What's that?
Oh my god.
You know, food and drink. Hyman just meant we could take you to a local restaurant.
Tea house, tea house, tea house, tea house, tea house, tea house. Where is it? Yes. Oh my god, please, 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 please. Tea house, tea house, tea house, tea house, tea house. Highly dangerous.
Let's go.
How much resin do I have? Okay, I'm fine. I don't gotta worry about it. Oh.
Wow,
Is this the Dango guy? It's not the Dango milk guy.
Coming from the steaming thingy.
The steam thingy!
This honorary knight, look at this noodly soup.
Noodly soup!
There's so many nice things inside.
It's not noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
Oh.
And then Klee kills him.
What are those yellow and red thingies on that plate?
You're kidding, right? Those are tri-flavored skewers.
What, is this your first day in Zenazuma?
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not tried one before?
Wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg rolls. They all sound delicious.
They sure are. Guess you're not from around here if you haven't tried any of these before. Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuma food.
Really? But Master Jean said I shouldn't go taking other people's things. Also, that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance just seems kind of wrong.
Oh, I remember you. You're Yoimiya's friend. How come you know how to make egg rolls?
Because I learned it.
Egg rolls are a piece of cake for this gal. Why don't you make some for Klee and Iwao?
Sure.
Really? Wow, Paimon is so
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Alright, we'll be waiting on those egg rolls.
Nice. Hi, I'm suddenly taller. Ooh. Nice. Egg roll. I have a lot. Ooh, I made one. I have like a lot actually. Whoops.
Special yakitori for sale.
Miss Honorary Knight, what do...
Wow, you really can cook them. You're awesome, ma'am.
Ma'am.
It's sweet. Yep.
It's delicious.
Yeah, these egg rolls are pretty good, but I still think Yoimiya's are better.
Well, then she can go die. I don't know.
Yeah, she makes egg rolls too?
She runs the fireworks shop.
Yoimiya can do anything.
I knew it.
She
This was
tells
gonna be great.
stories, keeps goldfish, makes fireworks,
Commits
keeps
crimes,
candy, too.
and she has a Netflix account.
Pretty much the best and most awesome person ever.
For me, the best, most awesome person in the world is my mom.
Aww.
Klee knows loads of other great people too, like Mr. Albedo, Miss Honorary Knight, Master Jean, Kaeya.
Kaeya!
Surely she's not going to name
Yes,
everyone
in
she
order
knows.
of who she cares about the most to
I
least.
don't know any of those people. But anyways, I still want to introduce you to Yoimiya. If you want, I'll take you to find her. In most festivals, Yoimiya's so busy that you can never find her.
Aww.
But she seems like she hasn't been in a great mood
Aww.
Okay, let's go play with you.
This is gonna go great. She lives this way. Whoa! Yoink. There she is! There she is! I want you so bad! What's up?
It's not easy to beat Ito.
It's
Don't worry,
extremely
Ito.
easy to beat.
Maybe we can't light fireworks during the Irodori festival, but there are still lots of other. I know. Thanks, you guys.
She's
It's
so
just that
pretty.
fireworks are banned in the city for a few
I
days.
know
I'm
her
not that
too. It's so
upset,
pretty.
really. Yoimiya, it's me. I want to introduce you to a new friend, an Outlander girl. I just met her. Wait, what's your name again? Klee. My name is Klee. Nice to meet you, Klee. I'm Yoimiya, and I run Naganahara Fireworks. Hello.
Hello.
I love the cute outfit with the hat and the cool little symbols. So unique. And your backpack. Wow, it's really well made. That's a 4-leaf clover. Mom and Master Jean said it can bring me good luck. Really? That's awesome. I bet everyone would love one of those. Also, that little fairy on your backpack is super cute too.
Dodoko.
That's Dodoko, my best friend. We always go fish blasting together.
Kaya's the best. Albedo's the best. Dodoko's the best. Jean's the best.
Yep. My mom says that when a Dodoko is born, it rides the wind and goes off on a big adventure.
Wow.
Ride the wind and go off on a big adventure? Klee, your mom sounds like a very cool person. Yep. My mom is the best and most awesome person ever.
Mm-hmm.
And Yoimiya, Iwao was right. You're a really cool person too.
Aww.
Thanks, Klee. I feel like we really get each other. We'll be great
Maybe it's
friends.
because you're both pyro users.
It's so heartwarming watching these two chat away.
And then he looked back and something's on
Klee,
fire.
Since you like 4-leaf clover so much, why don't I make a firework with a 4-leaf clover pattern and set it off for you?
And if we get arrested, then we get arrested.
And after the fireworks, we can go fish blasting with Dodoko. Hold on a second. Fish blasting? Oh, oops. I got so excited that I completely forgot about that. The folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no fireworks are allowed in Inazuma during
Like
Irodori
all of
Festival.
Inazuma? That doesn't sound like
What?
good.
It's not allowed.
Aww.
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 Okay then.
Baby.
Fun! You just made a new friend! This is a happy occasion. Yeah, we still have loads of things we can do. Right, just like Saika said, there are lots of fun things to do. What do you say, Klee? Sounds like the Irodori Festival could be a real blast.
With that blast.
Okay then, let's go!
Alright, a story for you. Oh my god, how far away is this? Back home. Okay. Let's head on back. What's my kitty do? He's fine. Hello. Sure. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. So not yet. Alright. Okay.
Here we are, the venue of the Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai. Oh, what? By Kawabunga Iki. Yoimiya, this is a really.
Who's this Kawabunga? It's pronounced Kayabuki Iki.
Oh.
That would be me.
Cowabunga!
Outlander Brigade is a new series of mine, and When the Wind of Death Blew Towards the Blonde Samurai is the first volume.
Okay.
Outlander's Brigade? Kaeya says that every good story has to have best friends in it.
And he's right!
Absolutely not. I would never allow such cliches in one of my novels. This is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears. A long and lonely
Yeah, so's Kaya's life.
a stubborn samurai's path
You
to
ain't
the
special.
truth. This is the kind of story that
So's
needs to
my
be told.
life.
Oh, is that right? Well...
Hey, miss! Don't go! Are you sure you don't want a copy? I'll give you 40% off.
Hi. All right.
Flowers for Princess Fischl. Oh, look! It's Fischl's story!
That's right! Flowers for Princess Fischl.
Nope, but I know Fischl's story. Fischl always hangs out with Oz. Everyone in the adventures do. I wonder if Todoko is getting bored now.
Oh, Klee, I'm afraid it can't be helped.
Darn. It seems like even the Irodori Festival can't cheer Klee and you and me up.
Well, go fight a boss or something.
Must be plenty of things you can do with Todoko besides lighting fireworks and going fish blasting.
Yeah, like,
Painting.
Wait, so that's what you're suggesting?
That's right! The Irodori Festival is a place for putting your work on display. You could show Dodoko's story for everyone here! Bingo!
Yeah.
What do you think of that idea, Click? Mr. Albedo taught me
Yay!
how to paint. I can paint the story of Dodoko's adventure in Inazuma.
Yay!
Very imaginative. I think it's a great idea. We could even put the finished story on display at the festival.
Yay! Great!
Her voice actor sounds
Dodoko will
super
be
familiar.
So happy.
Perfect. Okay, so I have some paper, paintbrushes, and paint at the shop. Let's go to the shop and paint your story there.
Yay! Let's go! Let's go! Those two can run so fast when they're motivated. We better catch up.
Oh my god. Gotta go back to teleporting. Okay. New.
Klee and I just had a discussion, and we've decided
To blow everything up anyway.
We're gonna keep the content of the story a secret from you guys for now.
Obviously, I can't tell you why. Or you'll see. Don't worry. You can keep exploring the festival while we're busy in the shop. We'll be here when you get back.
All right.
Come on, Yoimiya, we should get going. Let's go inside and start painting.
Yoimiya and Klee enter the shop.
Paimon was hoping that we could.
Aww.
Actually, Paimon's got an idea.
Oh, take a sneaky peek? A sneaky peek? Oh, hi!
So, what does Dodoko do after getting to Inazuma?
Dodoko goes to eat.
Oh, that sounds great! Is that what you're painting? It looks beautiful! Once you're done painting, let's go get it printed.
Printed?
A whole bunch of copies and go hand them out at the festival. Although it'll cost a lot more to get it printed.
Oh.
Okay, Yoimiya, I have some Mora. Look.
I stole it!
50 Mora is,
Aww.
if we don't have enough, we can ask the Traveler for ideas.
Miss
What?
Honorary Knight has helped a lot already.
What?
I don't want to trouble her. So
What?
I think
He's
I
just
should
staring
just
at
go
me.
fish blasting to earn some Mora.
No fish blasting.
The
Traveler
knots!
said so.
Oh. Then we've got no choice. We'll have to go
Murder.
see Mr. Albedo.
Oh no.
Who's Mr. Albedo?
He's my older brother. He's super duper smart. He can do anything. And he knows how to paint too. He paints Hilly Charles, Kaeya, and even Dodoko.
The three
That's why he
subjects.
came to Inazuma this
The
time.
fact that Klee won't shut up about Kaeya is not making me feel better about him not being here.
Then I guess Mr. Albedo must be an artist working with
Pissing me off.
An artist?
I'm just
Oh, that means he has
two jobs.
One as an alchemist, Suko's alchemy, and the other as an artist doing paintings for people. Let
Mako.
me show you something. Mr. Albedo taught me you can paint Dodoko's color like this.
Wow, I can see the resemblance. All right, I'll paint the streets, and Klee, you fill in Dodoko's colors.
Meow! What?
Hey, you can even write the story over here to
What?
explain what's happening in the painting.
What?
Okay.
Meow meow.
Let's write this.
What do you need?
Oh. Shoot! I didn't hear the last part.
Meow meow. Come here. Come here. Come here. He doesn't care.
Those two sound like they really did go on an adventure with Dodoko. They couldn't be happier.
Now, we have to get Dodoko's story printed. Come on, let's go to the publishing house.
And then Miss Hina's there. What's it there? Okay. Oh, he does care. Nice.
What's the hurry?
How's it going? Mako.
Here we are. This is the Yai Publishing House.
Having fun.
Yai Publishing
There we
House.
go.
Ooh, it's Auntie
There we
Aratani.
go.
I know Auntie Aratani.
Auntie Aratani.
Auntie? Who's that calling me Auntie? Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr. Calx. How can I help you, little girl?
Auntie Aratani, can you help me get Dodoko's story printed so that everybody can see it?
Dodoko? Oh, so you've been writing a story, huh? Is Dodoko the main character?
Not only that, Dodoko is also real. Look.
Huh?
Cute little
I don't
Amy.
quite understand.
We'd better explain this to her.
You explained Dodoko. You explained Dodoko's identity. His
Oh,
gender
I
identity.
see. Oh, I'd love to help you make this wish come true, but I'm sorry. The deadline has passed for accepting printing orders for the Irodori festival.
Auntie, I'm afraid Dodoko won't be able to meet everyone after all.
Meow.
Oh, I'm sorry, little girl.
This is... No!
Don't be upset. You still have me in the
I'll
trailer.
steal the printer.
Miss Aratani, is there any way at all we can still get this printed? We can pay extra. And if you're short on staff to help with the printing, I can pitch in.
Miss Yoimiya, I understand your sentiment, but I'm afraid it's not as simple as that. We've been printing many people's personal works for this festival, and a lot of the books are already well behind schedule. The printing
There's
press is
only
already
so
working
many
overtime to try and
items.
catch up.
So many.
At a time like this,
Oh my
we
god.
really can't squeeze any more jobs in.
We're talking about this in microeconomics right now.
We might have to give up on this idea.
Literally, yeah.
I won't let that happen.
No.
I remember this one time when I was little.
They'd have to make a new machine, make or purchase a new printing machine before they can hire new people or have you guys help out. So.
I waited and waited and kept wondering when Pops was finally gonna take me there. Eventually, people started coming home from that night. I cried miserably. If we can't get it printed, then we'll just have to find our own way. I can paint. Over the next few days, I'll paint as many as I can. Then we'll take those to the festival.
My. Yoimiya has quite a determined spirit. I like it very much.
It's Miko and Albedo too.
We heard everything.
Oh, Lady Ai.
It's okay, I know. You were just following the rules. But our mission at Yai Publishing House is to bring dreams and happiness to the masses. It would be a crying shame if we couldn't even help one adorable little girl fulfill her wish. Let me think.
It's part of Albedo's contract.
I know. Yoimiya, little girl, you can print your book, but on one condition, okay?
You have to
Of course,
blow
Lady
something
Yuji.
up.
Just
Oh,
ask.
thank
The
God.
first condition is I am ready to face it.
Dear me, it's nothing that horrendous. You make it sound like I'm some sort of wicked witch.
I mean, I am, but...
All I mean is, if you want to get your work printed now, there is only one way. You have to combine it with another print. However, there's only a small amount of space remaining in the book in question. Your book is too... Is this a sacrifice that you're willing to make?
Klee, Lady Gucci is saying that we can print the book if we shrink it to half the size. Are you okay with that? Yup, I am! Thanks, Miss Gucci lady!
Miss Gucci!
What an adorable little girl. Well, that settles it. Aratani, make sure it gets printed with tonight's batch.
Yes, Lady I. I'll get right on it.
Combining the prints is a plausible solution, but it'll cause a lot of extra work for the printing press. I am terribly sorry about that.
No problem.
They're talking like the printing press is an employee and not a piece of equipment.
Besides, the Yai Publishing House will need your help with the illustrations again next time, Mr. Calx.
Okay.
All right, I won't disturb you two any longer.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly. Now, we just need to wait for an update from the Eye Publishing House.
Yoimiya, Traveler. Thank you for keeping Klee so exceptionally well entertained for me.
No worries.
You should spend some time with Klee too, Albedo.
Yes, you're right. Klee is family, after all.
Yay! So you say this guy's your brother? Well, neither of us are humans. Okay. Two. I had to remember how 24-hour time works. 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the next day. Yeah, the next day. Yep. Are you gonna go? Thanks. Oh, right. It doesn't just close automatically. Oh, nice trick, man! Woo! I see him do that multiple times a day. Oh, what? Okay. So it's gonna be there. Alright. I'll deal. Meow.
Look, Miss Honorary Knight, Auntie Aratani brought us the
Auntie Aratani!
Now we can finally see what secrets Klee and Yoimiya were keeping from us.
It's just indecipherable scribbles.
It's really nothing that exciting. It's the story of Todoko and me. And me. And you guys.
You put me in Paimon in the story? Oh, okay. Okay, all Dodokos must someday ride the wind and the waves to go on an adventure. A gentle and beautiful mother once said that, and just as she had predicted, our Dodoko was so happy when its best friend Klee said that she was going to the Nation of Lightning for an adventure! Of course, Dodoko loves eating delicious food with Klee at Good Hunter, and loves listening to the bards sing, but Dodoko loves counting the stars in the sky and twisting flowers into gardens together with Klee more. After all Dodokos long to ride the wind and waves on an adventure. To get to Inazuma, one needs to pass through the wild winds, pass over the great waves, and endure the terrifying trials of thunderstorms. But Dodoko did not fear the howling wind, for that was the blessing of the Animo Archon. Dodoko did not worry about the rolling waves either, for it was very brave. As for the booming, crashing thunder, well, calmly facing all challenges that cross their path is the way of the Dodoko clan. Of course, Dodoko didn't want Klee to have to brave such dangers, but as bestest friends, they were bound to protect each other anyway. And Dodoko didn't want to be apart from Klee anyway. Without Klee, adventures would be like sweet flowers that cannot bloom, lonely and sad things. Even if Dodoko were to cover every inch of Teyvat by land or sea, it would be meaningless. so there would be no point hesitating. Dodoko and its best friend Klee were off on an adventure. If they rode on a boat, they wouldn't be able to fly freely in the sky or swim happily in the sea, but they'd have Klee's smile and Albedo's stories. That was a good trade. Oh, look at the heart! In Inazuma, the nation of lightning, the flowers and grasses are all purple, and the fish and the birds are also purple. Everything is purple. Albedo would probably run out of purple paint trying to paint it all. Unfortunately, he couldn't be around to draw with Klee and Dodoko. Albedo was an adult after all, and sometimes adults have to do adult things. Fortunately, Dodoko still had Klee. Klee would often find happy things to do. As long as Dodoko was with Klee, Dodoko would never be bored. Klee also had lots of friends in Inazuma, like Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon, and Yoimiya. And so they all joined Dodoko for the most fun adventure ever in Inazuma. Hooray for adventure. Miss Honorary Knight took Dodoko up the tall, tall Mount Yogu, where they got to the sacred Sakura. When did that happen? They were so tired from all that climbing that they fell asleep. And when they woke up, everyone had grown wings like a Tengu. Klee's wings were red, Yoimiya's were gold, and Miss Honorary Knight's were blue. As for Paimon, Paimon could fly without wings, so Paimon didn't grow any. Everyone opened their wings up, causing a huge gust of wind to roll forth. Shoo! And the shrine maiden's hair was all messed up. Oh no, she looked angry. Better run quick. Adventure truly was fun, but with a growl. Klee's stomach started calling out. Oh no, how could they have forgotten? Eating is an important part of adventuring too. Num num num. And so everyone ate the onigiri they brought along, and they all had a great time. Dodoko and Paimon finished their share very quickly, and as the very, very full Dodoko looked Klee's smile, it couldn't help but think, meeting Klee and the others is the most happiest thing that ever happened to Dodoko. Oh, so cute! Oh yes, if you're reading this, you too are surely part of this big adventure. Adventuring together, laughing together, enjoying good food together. If you experience this together with everyone, then you must be their good friend, in which case you're invited to Yoimiya's fireworks show as well. Oh, look at Albedo! While everyone was happily watching the fireworks, Yoimiya said, as long as our imaginations don't run dry, our minds will be freer than all others. And Klee blurted out, we'll always be best friends. See, Dodoko was so happy to be together with its good friends, and now you are Dodoko's good friends too, so you two should go on a great adventure with your friends. Mako, that was so cute! Look at the little Dodoko! I want to see the Aether version of this.
Paimon's in the story too!
Yeah!
Paimon's first time featuring in a printed book! Woohoo! Paimon's gonna be famous!
Of course we included Paimon.
Duh!
It's the story of everyone's big happy adventure with Dodoko.
This story is me and Yoimiya's gift for Miss Honorary Knight.
Lady Yai wanted me to inform you that since this book was printed together with another work, there are many more copies than you may have anticipated. We won't charge you a printing fee, but in exchange, the extra copies of your book will be included as a free gift with purchases of the other book. Is that okay with you?
That'd be so cute!
Are you sure? I mean, it's fine by us. But
And then
what does
Shinjo.
Actually,
Okay.
the book that yours was printed with is called the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Which is Alice's!
So, Klee's mother is a writer? Huh.
Klee's mother, Alice, is a renowned adventurer in Teyvat, and the Inazuma edition of her popular Teyvat Travel Guide series is set to be released imminently. Lady Yae has already decided on how to promote it. A joint endeavor by Teyvat's biggest and best mother-daughter adventure duo. It's sure to be a huge hit.
Paimon knew it! Mika would never do anything for free!
A typical move by Lady Yai. It works out well for everybody, doesn't it?
Yup! I'm super happy because my book gets to be released together with Mommy's book! It's like me and Mommy going on an adventure together! Oh, I'm so glad I came! The Irodori Festival is the best!
That was precious.
Don't miss the official stall of the Yai Publishing House.
Where are the books? Where are the books? Yes! I can read it again whenever I want. Wait, are there other things that from like other old... Oh, I don't care about these things, but... My heart. My heart. It's... Oh. Hey, whoa, okay. That was adorable. Fuck. Wait, who's involved in this quest? And the devs? Okay.
Don't miss the official stall of the Yai Publishing House.
Okay. Should I start this? Mako, what are you doing? 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 Crazy kitty.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Shush! Okay, I'm gonna start this and probably regret it. But I would like to see it. Mako! Mako! Kitty! My god. Mako! You're being crazy.
Hi there! You must be visiting from Liyue to participate in the Irodori Festival.
My god.
We'll be your guides and we'll take you onto the island.
Oh my god. What? Oh no, it's just the auto time.
Huh? Is it Paimon or have we met somewhere before?
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Shu from Feiyun Commerce Guild. Aboard this ship we have calligraphers, painters, and even players of Theater Mechanicus. The inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild manager was not interested, Master still wanted to support them. We heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Irodori Festival. So the guild manager instructed Master and I to take the opportunity to come to Inazuma and investigate the product's potential.
Oh, speaking of which, where's the young master?
Master, he's,
Whoa, Xingqiu's just sitting there, sound asleep.
What?
He needed a nap.
Oh. It's the traveler in Paimon. I presume you are guests in Inazuma as well? It seems fate has destined our paths to cross once again.
Oh, we aren't actually guests.
Meow!
We're actually guides for the Irodori Festival.
Meow! Xingqiu, you seem a little down.
No need to worry.
Mako, what do you meow about?
A little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here. When I finally realized what time it was,
What you
the
meow
first
about?
rays of dawn were already peeking over the horizon.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand, shall we?
And then it flies away.
Huh? That's odd. There was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange. I don't recall seeing it there before.
Ooh, let Paimon have a look.
Oh, it's the thing. I'm not gonna read it, because Fenti's going to later.
It's from the same series
Or
as
Albedo.
the story we found before. Even the handwriting looks exactly the same.
The story you found before?
Oh yeah, in the warehouse down by the poem hunt competition.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it. A friend of ours is on Rito to paint portraits of the 5 Kasen. You know, as part of the Irodori Festival. Poetic stories about the 5 Kasen. If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the model for the next portrait.
Wait a moment. So you mean that...
Uh-oh, he's on to us.
Hey, it's hard coming
There's a chance of meeting Calx in person?
Yes.
Huh? Oh, yeah. You could say that.
Really? That's wonderful! I knew that Calx would attend the Irodori festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite the high hurdle. I had to really rack my mind to come up with the excuse of evaluating the investment value of Theater Mechanicus. Just a few days later, word then came that Calx would be busy painting portraits of the five Kasen. It is a most rare opportunity for both Calx and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me. So, I felt quite disappointed.
Don't worry, Shinjo. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
So you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However, the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of Calx's beautiful illustrations. Calx is not only a skilled artist, but he also carries out his craft with great alacrity. I heard that it took him nearly a few hours to finish the illustrations for the latest chapter. But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed. His work is truly exquisite. Oh my, I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart, quickly now.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Shincho's attention and keep the situation under wraps. Let's just hope we don't let anything slip while meeting Albedo.
Yay! Hold on, I just had a geology moment, or geography moment. Some kind of moment. I had a moment of some kind. But where does it go from here? Okay, well it comes from somewhere up here. So I'm not too mad anymore. I've been very confused about it. I've been spending a lot of time just now thinking about, how does Cider Lake have water in it? God, I fucking love him. Alright. Should I be done for the night? I could go a little bit longer. No, that's boring. Okay. I thought it would look cool, but it doesn't.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you? And who is this accompanying you?
You must
take a guess.
It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
No, that would be most improper.
Well,
why not?
Fucking...
Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names. Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
Albedo having an autism moment.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Shinjo act this awkward before either.
You guys, it's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that. Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Poem hunt?
Yeah, the thing!
Where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the five Kasen. Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
The thing that was totally a plan!
That's right. Oh, I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
Oh, I need to.
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
Oh, well, about that.
Do you have other plans, Shincho?
I have a problem with eating in
No,
public.
no, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious. Would you like to go there?
Shimura's. Unfortunately, today is a bit windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu
Just
Restaurant.
two socially awkward bitches trying to communicate.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Huh? No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together. Did we say something we weren't supposed to?
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Just
Don't be
suspicious?
suspicious. Don't be
What are you
suspicious.
talking about?
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Read them together? Let's see. Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person. Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Shincho himself? No way! That can't be right! Shincho only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's chasuke? Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
He's in close contact with Alice.
Been in Inazuma for some time, and that he's only pretending he just arrived?
Just like
That is
Venti.
indeed my conclusion.
He stole his own books.
His mission is to fight for justice.
Oh wait, I zoned out for a second. I guess that he already posited that.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now. I do have some understanding of his character. I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Oh? Could Shinjo be in danger?
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu Restaurant is indoors, it'll be easy for us to detect anyone following or eavesdropping on us. I think it should be safe for us to talk there. I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter.
Okay.
Good. Then let's head to Uyu Restaurant.
Uyu. 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 Alright. How far away is this? When are we gonna go to the tea house? I wonder if my Spotify is like way too small. This is a bad time
I
to
don't see anyone suspicious around.
change it.
It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
I still have this labeled as Ito instead of
This whole thing's starting to make Paimon
like
a
anything
little
else.
nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Shinjo gets here?
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth. Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything
That looks
useful.
good. Okay. In the restaurant. Uyu. Sorry. Weird message.
Albedo, what should we talk about when Shincho gets here? Any ideas?
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations. If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do. If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Oh, come to think of it, Shincho mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Is that so? That is also a very valuable clue.
There has been so many lively young customers recently.
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Shincho be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat?
Yeah, that's suspicious, I guess. Why is it... Did I zone out during them saying that his handwriting looks like shit or something like that?
Hello there. What can I get for you?
Hi! Do you have any special recommendations today?
These
Why,
hands.
of course. I personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past few days.
So the weather at sea has been bad these
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving in...
Oh, this might...
Shincho rice shirt.
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
Oh, really?
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Shincho and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking him about the journey.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look. However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious, so... Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the dock...
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Shincho.
While it is entertaining to read novels, writing one is an endeavor of its own. You must give great thought to every detail, from the layout of the plot to the rhythm of the lines. And even when you have come up with interesting content, there's still no guarantee that it will be to your liking.
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's writing a book, creating art, or studying alchemy, seldom can you really feel joy after seriously delving into the work.
Shincho and Albedo are getting into some deep topics now, but nothing suspicious has come up.
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel. My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential. Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations. This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
Thank you. However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself. Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time, I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma. So, logically speaking, There's no way he could possibly know what the
God, he
illustrations
didn't
look
steal
like.
his own books? That's so weird.
Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden?
What's at the facade?
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened!
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Irodori Festival. Even we, the creators, haven't received a sample copy. If that's the case, how could you know what my illustrations look like?
Well...
The jig's up, Xingqiu. You were already in Inazuma before today, weren't you? Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth? Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
No, please. You misunderstand me. I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all. I did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this. Oh, this is most embarrassing.
Oh, well, if this isn't a coincidence, I didn't expect to see everyone here.
Huh? Tone Deaf Bard, what are you doing here?
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings.
I found the
Sara
books!
a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword. You needn't worry about it any longer.
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Apologies, Sara didn't mention a name. But I saw—
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Onodera will die of embarrassment. Door.
Paimon remembers that there's a detective agency here in Inazuma. Maybe we can try asking there.
Herlock Sholmes.
What's the hurry?
Oh, hush. Take damage. Coward.
Please, wait. Onodera is innocent.
Oh, so
I'm
you
just a
must be
little
the
guy.
author of A Legend of Sword. I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away. I can explain everything.
No need to worry, Genyu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Oh, phew. What a relief. Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
What do you mean?
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here, in order to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Xingqiu looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
Has something to do with the signature.
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware
It's
of the
not his
situation now.
signature.
There's no use keeping it a secret.
The guy
In the end,
just
I'm
signing
the one
all of
responsible
them.
for this whole predicament.
No, Genyu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone,
No,
please
let me explain. No, let me
For the
explain.
Irodori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors. Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yae Publishing House, but Lady Yai also gave me a lot of support. However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Jen Yu.
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so signing events are really not my forte.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Jen Yu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution. So these past few days, Jen Yu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough. So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Jen Yu could use these few days to sign them all. I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse. To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Jen Yu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess. All of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures. At a previous event, the Yai Publishing House had requested autographs of authors so that they could be put on display. I practiced tirelessly for an entire day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature for the event. But looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
Yeah, that's right. All that matters is that Shincho and his books are okay.
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books to the rest of the people on Rito.
Yes, I understand. I'll apologize to everyone.
We should probably be heading back to Rito as well. Let's tag along.
Okay. I'm zoning out because I'm tired. Oh, hey, man. Fall on your face. Or don't.
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Yes, Onodera, but why didn't you tell everyone earlier? If you had told us, we could have thought of some ways to help you.
That's right. We're a team, and we should be helping each other in tough situations like this.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Jen Yu with his signatures. How is your progress so far?
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past few days, I've only finished perhaps 1/10 of the signatures.
Oh, no wonder Shincho looked so sleepy today.
So sleepy.
I understand. Murata, go back to Yai Publishing House and get Aratani to book a room on the second floor of the Uyu restaurant. We'll be using it for Jen Yu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
Yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just so happens that my brother is a calligrapher. Should I ask him to lend his assistance as well?
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from Liyue arrived today. We've worked with them before, so I'll go and ask them to help out too.
It seems I'm really in for it now.
No need to worry, Jinyu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are 2 entirely different skills.
Even though Shincho still has to deal with his handwriting issue, Paimon somehow feels a little relieved now.
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop, but I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its merits.
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
Huh? You mean whoever left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
Pardon me, but what are you talking about?
Oh, right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Shinjo yet.
I see. It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the books. Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait as well? Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story, but I also hope that I'll remember this lesson.
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portrait and the events that have taken place, your proposal is very reasonable.
Sorry, I zoned out. I zoned out. What's happening?
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Okay. Nope.
Albedo really is something.
Oh, yes.
He finished the portrait of Aoi no Okina in no time at all.
Nice.
Wonder how Shincho's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant. Hey, do you think whoever left those stories for us could be hiding somewhere nearby? Oh, hello? Mr. Storywriter? Are you here?
Hence the nose girl from Owl House.
He's a friend of ours, and the release of his new book is super important to him. Oh, what's that sound?
Meow.
It was just a cat. Looks like we can't make them reveal themselves that easily.
It's Professor McGonagall.
It's getting late now. Well, let's go back and get some rest. We still have to go to the docks and wait.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that didn't take too long. No, I don't want to do Theater Mechanicus right now. I would love to do it later, though. Woo! Another wish! And then I can buy another... fear. Oh, hey! Good for her. Nay. Okay, so you. Good for you. You're C2 now. Who get level? No. Probably. No. Probably. Yeah, let's give it to Child. And to Kaeya. Now they're boyfriends.
What's the hurry?
Alright, let's see who. Wait. Who's the next one gonna be? Stop. Leave me alone. Stop being like this. And you. No. Okay, that's gonna just be like that for a while, huh? Okay. Let's see who this is gonna be. Let me grab this too. Don't drown. Pretty. Watch me throw up when this is Kaeya. 7, 7, 7. Katsuha.
The arrival schedule says ship stopover 1 person. Does that mean we're only welcoming 1 guest today?
Push him, push him, push him in, push him in. Well, now I gotta take this picture now that I know that it looks nice like that. Okay.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
I can't. There we go. Got it. Now we wait. The sword again. The sword again. Do the sword one again. Do it. Do it. Do the sword one. Do the sword one. Do it. Sword, 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 sword. Okay, that one rules a little bit, but it's not what I was looking for. Oh, that's good. Extremely cool. Alright, thought there would be a cooler shot in there, but unfortunately not. Okay, yeah, I have homework due at midnight, I just remembered. So I should probably work on that. By special invitation. Okay. What's going on here again? 30, okay. Okay. Let's be done for the night, because I'm sleepy and I have to do some homework. I love having my little guy here. It's super sweet. And now my mouse is missing. Hooray! Alright, there it is. My mouse was missing for a sec. Okay. Starting soon. Well, okay, I'm gonna head out now. Because, it's 11 p.m. and I have midnight homework due, so. Thank you for hanging around, if you were hanging around. I will be back tomorrow with the rest of the event, however long that takes. Bye-bye!